Hello, children. Sai Ram, and welcome to the online class of science. Today, again, we are going to discuss a new topic, right? So, tell me what you see in your surrounding, right? You see many living things and also non living things, right? So, living things we see like plants, animals, other people, okay, and non-living with we see like water, air, soil, and other mm, buildings, roads, etc., right? So we see many things surrounding us. And what does it mean? It means that it is our environment. Okay, so today we will discuss about our environment. So environment is everything that surround us, okay, that comprise living and non-living both. Okay, so similarly every living thing has its own environment, right? So like, say, plant. Okay, plant has a soil, its own thing, own parts of the body. Then it also has the water which we give the plant to grow, right? Then the other animals which eat the plants, other surrounding plants. So all these things make up the environment of the plant. Similarly, we also have our own environment, and we also depend on our environment for all our needs, right? Our environment gives us food, water, air, whatever, all the basic needs of the life of our survival we get from our environment, right? So, and also the materials which we use in all in our daily life we get from the environment. Yes. Now our we have also found many new ways, okay, to keep our life, to keep ourselves comfortable, right? We have got good houses, we have got modern gadgets, okay, good vehicles, okay, new methods to grow more food, okay, all these things we have got from the environment. But children, in making our life comfortable, what we have done, we have damaged the environment. Okay, we have damaged the environment. What was naturally there, that has become dirty, that we have made that dirty. Okay, and this has resulted into a pollution, right, children? So we have dirtied our air, water, land by adding harmful substances to them, and this is called pollution, and which has got harmful effects on the on our health, okay, on the health of the living beings. Okay, this is called pollution. See what we have done, children. We have cleared forests to build cities and farms. Okay, nowadays big cities are there. Okay, so how are they made? They are made by clearing the forest. Clearing the forest means by cutting down the trees of the forest. Okay, in cities also we have made many houses and roads, big buildings, right? So in the name of modernization, okay, we wanted to become modern, we wanted to do some development. Okay, so in the result of that we have damaged our environment. Okay, and when we cut the tree, okay, so much damage is caused. So how I will tell that. Okay, so trees bind the soil. The are trees are fixed to the soil. Okay, and as they are fixed, they bind the soil. But when we cut the tree, the soil becomes loose. Okay, it becomes loose, and it can be carried away by the wind and the water. Okay, it can be easily washed away by wind and rains and water. Okay, so by that what happens, the fertile soil gets lost. Okay, the top layer where the plants grow, that is the most fertile soil. Okay, that is the most fertile layer of the soil. So that is washed away, and it is called, this is called soil erosion. So so by cutting down the trees, the soil erosion is caused, right? See, this is another pollution, land pollution. Okay, the land has become dirtied by dumping all the rubbish wastage in the land. Okay, we have dumped all the waste into the land, and we have polluted the land. Okay, now what are the effects of this land pollution? Okay, so what happens, whatever things we buy, okay, the packages, stains, jars of all these things, we throw in the waste, right? And other waste also from the factories also is sometimes buried in the land. Okay, and this land gets carried away, gets collected, okay, in the, also in the dirty piles on the streets, okay, before it is removed. So all these things, okay, all these things, mm, is harmful, means all these things make the environment harmful, right? The factories burn a lot of fuel also, and send out the smoke and poisonous gases into the air. Okay, so all these things, the harmful substances in the waste are sometimes also washed into the soil by the rain. Yes, so all the above activities cause the land pollution, okay, and harm our environment. Also, insect and other animals gather around the waste dumps and spread germs and disease. Okay, and all this also results in the decrease of the soil fertility. Now, another is the water pollution. You see, the waste from the homes and the factories is thrown into the water, seas, and lakes. Okay, and this pollutes the water. You can see how dirty the water is looking. See here. Okay, all the waste which is thrown into the river and other water bodies. This pollutes the water and damages the plants and animals living in the water. You know, number of plants and animals live in the water. Also, the chemicals from the factories, okay, which are thrown in the water bodies, they affect the fish and other aquatic animals and plants in the water. Okay, and if by chance, if these animals like fish and other things are eaten by the animals or other plants, they fall sick. Okay, they fall sick. The animals, if they eat these affected, these polluted animals or plants, they fall sick. Okay, and water polluted by untreated sewage from houses also carries germs. Okay, and if these that water is drunk by somebody, okay, then it causes disease such as typhoid, diarrhea, and dysentery. Right, children? So these are all the effects of water pollution. Another pollution is the air pollution. You can see how the smoke is, how dark the smoke is, right? And this, if we breathe such air, it damages our lungs and our respiratory system, right? See, when we breathe polluted air, okay, harmful substance enters our body and harm us. The, and the breathing system is also affected. The factories burn a lot of fuel and su- emit smoke and poisonous gases into air, right? Vehicles also give out smoke and poisonous gases which pollute the air, right? Even the power plants, many factories and industries are there, and in these, the plants which burn the coal to generate electricity, they also emit harmful gases into the air, and these gases mix with the water water drops in the clouds. Okay, and they form dangerous substances that are called acids. So acids are formed because of these harmful gases which when react with the water in the clouds, and when the rain falls, the same acid that which has which has been produced in the clouds by mixing with the dangerous gases and chemicals, okay, that acid falls down with the rain, and that we call as acid rain, children. Okay, so these gases mix with the water drops in the clouds to form dangerous substance called acids, and the water drops fall to the earth as acid rains. Okay, the rain which falls carrying that acid, we call it as acid rain, and it damages plants and buildings and affects the soil. So that is the effect of air pollution. Children, now we produce so much of lot of waste, right? We produce lot of waste because when we buy things, whatever things including food, okay, we get it in a form, in some package, in some tin, in some jars, okay, so all that we throw away, and that produces waste, that makes the waste, okay. So now there are two kinds of waste. Some kind of waste rot and mix with the soil. They get decomposed into the soil, like the waste, like food waste, or leaves, or grass, the leaves of the plant, or plant materials, or flowers, okay, all the parts of the plant, or pencil shaving, they all get mixed into the soil, or you can say they rot, they are able to decompose, okay. Such kind of waste we call as biodegradable, while other kind of waste, like like cans or metals, or you can call plastic, okay, they will not mix into the soil, they will not decompose, they will not rot into the soil, and that we call as non biodegradable waste. All right, children. So biodegradable waste can be used to help the environment. You know how we can make a compost. We can make a compost out of it by putting all this in a in a ground, by making a small pit. If we put all this biodegradable waste into it, we can make a compost which can be used as a manure in the garden or in the forest. For it is helpful uh, for producing the good crop, and also for the trees to yield good fruits. Okay, so this biodegradable waste can be used to help the environment, while harmful substances in the waste gets washed into the soil by the rain, and they can also go underground, get into underground water, and it can pollute it. Okay, even we cannot burn the waste. If we burn it again, it will pollute the air. Okay, so to remain healthy, we have to deal with our waste effectively. Okay, so see, this is the list of biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. We should segregate our waste into this different cans like this, okay, so that it is easy for us to treat them, right? Paper, metal, glass, plastic, and bar. So if we segregate our waste, it is easy to treat them, right? See here, biodegradable waste: dry leaves, vegetables, fruit peels, okay, these all uh, makes the biodegradable waste. They are easily able to mix into the soil, okay, and it can be converted into compost and used as manure, okay, for the good growth of the trees and plants. See here, this is how you can make the compost, okay, this is the cycle. See, the food scraps and all these foods are all put into a pit made into the ground, okay, and by that We get the manure, which is also a natural fertilizer and which is used for for producing good crops and plants. Okay, see, now this is non-biodegradable. You see, so lot of waste, so many plastics and cans and jars. Okay, so these all objects, they make the non-biodegradable waste that cannot be decomposed, okay, into the environment. Okay, so this is not like biodegradable. Yes, they cannot be decomposed into the soil. Okay, see, so what is done, the non-biodegradable waste, some of them can be recycled means they can be used again and again. Some kind of plastic, some kind of metal, that can be used again and again. So we should go for the recycling materials. Okay, so if we put all this non-biodegradable waste and we can segregate them, we can recycle them, so that will help to save our environment. Okay, so we should save our planet by recycling. See, another things, see, reuse of waste. We can reuse see, you can see the tins and some jars are there, metal jars. Okay, so that we can use as to plant some small uh, trees or saplings, right? We can also recycle the papers, okay, to make the new things. So this is how we can reuse and recycle, and we can help save our environment, right? See here, decomposing biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable which will not decompose. Okay, see how we can help, we can plant more and more trees. Okay, because trees gives us oxygen and they also help to clean the air. Oxygen is very much required by the living beings. Okay, so more trees, more oxygen, more pure air. Another thing we can do is we can say no to plastic. Means we should not use any plastic bags, right? We should carry our own paper cloth bag, or we should go for paper bag, if even if we have to pay for the paper bag, but never use the plastic bag. So carry a cloth or paper bag when you go shopping. Do not take plastic bag from the shop. Okay, and reuse your paper or cloth bag, so that this is how we can reduce the the plastic waste, non-biodegradable plastic waste. Right, children? See, another thing we can do to to reduce the air pollution is by traveling the short distance by the cycle. Okay, avoid using the vehicles for the short distances. Where you can walk or use the bicycle, because bicycle do not produce any smoke or do not use any fuel also, right? So it is a good exercise also, and it can also help reduce the air pollution. Okay, so these are all the methods I have told you to reduce the pollution, to help save our environment. Thank you.